He scores with that right hand. Which fighter will say no mas? He parries that left jab away. All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
Todd, I love faces. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches that do echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. He misses with that jab. Got him with a left jab. They both won. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Great counter right hand there. Talk about it. And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Terrorized them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We'll keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
That one lands. He got out of the way of that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight. And he misses with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime. You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Nice counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He threw the hook, didn't land.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. He missed with that jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker.
Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He just misses with that big right hand. Left punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want. Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good left hand. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Let's start the sixth. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Looking to land the hook. Right punch. Counter right. Both of these men showing, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. There's a counter shot. I promise you all. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He caught it big time. I thought we were going to see the finish there. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
That right hook won't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Why aren't they defending? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about it. And there's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Big swing and a miss. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Nice exchange here from both men.
It's everything we dreamt of. It's everything we got excited and giddy for. This is what we're here for.
Perfect punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like... And we enter the ninth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
These two are the perfect dance partners. And he just misses with that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided... This is the 10th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And he fails to score with that left hook. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That big hook doesn't land. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good punch. Will the referee stop it? The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. It's bombs away. Missed him with that uppercut.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Boy, this next round is going to be... And there's the bell for round 12. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Couldn't land that jab. What a massive upset this would be. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Both men step back for just a moment. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know,